This week on Council Bluffs News, disaster relief. The Red Cross teams up with Council Bluffs Fire Department to bring batteries and smoke detectors to area residents. Wicked wind. Gusts up to 60 miles per hour affect the metro, damaging property and causing setbacks. And find out who gets free donuts for a year. The new Krispy Kreme on Broadway opens Monday the 20th, causing a sugar buzz in the city. That and more, all on this week's Council Bluffs News. Hello and welcome to this week's Council Bluffs News. I'm Marie Zeitner. A project to make sure residents of Council Bluffs have working smoke detectors in their homes started after 2 children died in a house fire in 2010 where the smoke detectors were not working. Project Alex gives the Council Bluffs Fire Department an opportunity to provide working detectors to people in need. Saturday, January 18th, the CBFD teams up with the American Red Cross to help homeowners in the Playland Park area.
Repeat, we have an install at 621 North 38th Street, and what would be your ETA on that?
Fire safety is often overlooked. That's why the Council Bluffs Fire Department and the American Red Cross team up to make sure people know how important it is.
Everyone should have a smoke detector in their home. It's the first line of defense if you're sleeping.
Volunteers from the Metro go door to door Saturday, January 18th for the 3rd fire safety canvassing event in Council Bluffs.
They will be knocking on homeowners' doors and they will be talking with the homeowners, basically wanting to make sure that they have a working smoke detector in their home.
Going through neighborhoods in the Playland Park area, every house gets a fire safety packet.
That's what we're all about today, making sure that you have the skills to prevent a fire from happening in your home.
The volunteers stop at Wendell Conaway's home off of Avenue G. He has working smoke detectors, but is grateful for the visit.
I think it's real important to have them because if you don't, you have a fire, then you ain't got no warning.
Another homeowner, Marcia Siraj, does not have a working smoke detector protecting her family.
The battery was not working.
But with a quick visit from the fire department, a new one is installed.
Yeah, it's a working smoke detector now.
The canvassing event ensures fire safety is at the front of more people's minds in the hopes of making the Council Bluffs community safer. Volunteers for the day knocked on doors of 800 homes in the Playland Park area. If you would like to have your smoke detectors checked or installed, call the Council Bluffs Fire Department at 712-328-4646. Warmer temperatures last week did not feel pleasant as they brought along some wild wind, causing damage throughout Council Bluffs. Thursday, January 16th proved to be the worst day, with wind gusts reaching 60 miles per hour. CBTV 17 speaks with 2 organizations who are greatly affected. High winds in the metro are causing problems.
With 61-mile-an-hour winds, gonna blow it over.
This tree at Fox Run Golf Club knocked over from the wicked winds Thursday the 16th.
The tree is quite ancient. It was planted in 1996, so it's a little bit. It's pretty bit old. It's a crabapple tree. Obviously, it was decaying.
Split near the base of the trunk, employees found it early Friday morning on the 5th green. Superintendent of the golf club says it's something they've seen before with high winds.
We've seen big trees, big cottonwoods uprooted.
In downtown, the gusts cause problems for a different reason.
The wind. It won't go away.
Work on a new roof for the historic Squirrel Cage Jail began nearly a month and a half ago. But due to the cold weather and blustery winds, progress has been limited.
If this had been summertime, this job would have been done in a week. But being the Iowa winters, between the cold and the winds and everything, we're over a month now.
Museum coordinator Carla Borgela is trying to get on a lift to look at the roof.
Every time they've had this planned, we've ended up in the high wind warnings.
Borgela's trip to the top of the building has been rescheduled repeatedly since Tuesday the 14th.
This will be the 4th time if it happens.
Borgela wants to get it over with, but not just for her fear of heights.
Mostly, I just really want to see the view from up there.
After a week of rescheduling, Borgela is finally able to go up to the roof Monday, January 20th.
Much windier down here than up there.
The week of winds were even strong enough to blow over semi-trucks passing through on the interstates. The Squirrel Cage Jail roof is expected to be completed by the end of January. Of course, that's weather permitting. Now for news around the Bluffs. Sponsored by Mr. Ed's Flagpole Company of Council Bluffs, right off Valley View Drive between Madison Avenue and Highway 92. 6 candidates for the Iowa State Senate gather at Lewis Central Sunday, January 19th. The 90-minute debate allows candidates Mark Jacobs, Matt Whitaker, Joni Ernst, Scott Shaben, Paul Lundy, and Sam Clovis to inform the public about what they believe in and what they will do as a state senator.
It's an important debate for Iowa. It's an important debate for the nation. The control of the U.S. Senate is on the line. This particular seat is going to be very important for Republicans if they're going to take control of the Senate. We need to win this seat, so very, very important race.
This is the first time all 6 candidates have spoken together. They discuss topics such as social issues, budgeting, and more. The Iowa West Foundation announces grants for its 4th quarter. $4.3 million will be given to local organizations. $2.2 million of it will go to Advance Southwest Iowa, the organization involved in the economic growth partnership between Omaha, Council Bluffs, and surrounding cities.
One of our highest priorities is economic development. Many of what the community told us is that in our recent strategic planning process is that one of their highest priorities is quality jobs available in our community so that people can continue to enhance and keep their standard of living. And this new regional economic development activity through Advanced Southwest Iowa is going to allow us to work as a whole region to not only attract new businesses to our region where our people can be employed, but also then to enhance our efforts at business retention and entrepreneurship and all of the pieces that make up the opportunity for people to find good employment.
The $2.2 million to Advance Southwest Iowa will be given over a 5-year span. Live greyhound racing in Council Bluffs could possibly come to an end. City Council members voted Monday, January 13th to approve a repeal in any state law that requires live greyhound racing as a condition of obtaining or retaining a gaming license at land-based casinos. Horseshoe Casino is required to have the racing since Bluffs Run Dog Track is on its property, even though the casino loses money by keeping it open. Instead, the grounds could be turned into hotels, retail stores, restaurants, or other businesses to increase growth in the area. Coming up on Council Bluffs News, one lucky person is getting free donuts for a whole year from Krispy Kreme. Find out if she will share. And after the break, award-winning author Marcia Calhoun Forecki joins us in studio to talk about her recently published book, Blood of the White Bear. Stay tuned.
At Council Bluffs Savings Bank, our goal is to help you, your families, and your businesses grow and prosper for generations. We take pride in our community, whether it's volunteering our time or helping individuals, families, and businesses succeed. We provide you with the personal service and attention you deserve. With over 220 years of banking experience, decisions are made locally. We are Council Bluffs people operating at Council Bluffs Bank to help Council Bluffs be a better place to work and live. Council Bluffs Savings Bank, hometown banking, the way it used to be. Member FDIC.
This is the moment I knew. His future had no boundaries. There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org.
Here's to the things that can keep us safe. Those we use all the time with hardly a thought. Those that are silently standing by to save our lives. And now, those that we carry with us everywhere we go. Many mobile devices will now bring you wireless emergency alerts, real-time information directly from local sources you know and trust. With the unique sound and vibration, you'll be in the know wherever you are.
What does the world have in store for you? It's all here. Iowa Western. The world is waiting.
Hello and welcome to this week's Council Bluffs News. I'm Marie Zeitner. Joining me in studio today is Marcia Calhoun-Ferecki. Thank you for being here.
My pleasure.
And we are going to be talking about a book that was recently published. Go ahead and tell me about this Blood of the White Bear.
Blood of the White Bear is a medical thriller. It's a book about a young virologist who sees images and dreams of a white bear kachina, and that pulls her to the Four Corners area of the Southwest, where there is a pandemic, fictional, of course, pandemic of a hantavirus, and she gets involved in trying to find a vaccine for that, and also finds out about her parents' death by a plane crash when she was a little girl, and she learns to combine the scientific and the spiritual in order to combat this pandemic.
Very interesting storyline here. You actually wrote this with another award-winning author, Gerald Schnitzer.
I did. It was an interesting collaboration. Mr. Schnitzer is an award-winning screenwriter and filmmaker, documentary maker, and television director. And I actually edited his memoir. And we began to have a correspondence by email, and we got acquainted, and he said, I've had this story in my head for a few years, and I'd like to write it as a book. So he asked me to collaborate, and I jumped at the opportunity, and Blood of the White Bear is the result.
There's one thing that's different, though, about writing this book. You guys have never met?
We've never met in person, no. We've communicated by email and telephone, but we haven't met yet. But we will this year.
And what are you going to do when you guys meet?
I think I'm going to give him the biggest hug ever. And then we'll just sit down and get more acquainted.
Okay. Any more books, do you think, in the future that you guys will write together?
He's interested in, we both are interested in doing maybe a sequel to this with some of the same characters. So we're talking about that.
Wow.
That would be interesting.
Great chemistry you guys have going on.
We really do. He's a great guy. He's 96 years old.
Wow. And
he's sharp as can be, and he's writing his own book right now. So we're both working separately and working in collaboration.
Do you know what inspired him to start this book?
Well, I know that he's very interested in medicine, and that he spent time in the Four Corners of the Southwest United States, and so that's where the book came from. And he originally wanted to make it as a film, but nowadays most films come from books, so we did a book first.
Wow.
But we'd like to do a film.
That would be nice.
That'd be awesome. Yeah.
To actually see it in picture.
Yeah.
And go ahead and tell me how you got this book published.
There is an independent publisher in Omaha called Write Life, W-R-I-T-E Life, and the Omaha Council Bluffs area is really lucky to have an independent publisher. So I have worked with them as an editor, and so I sent the book to them, and they took it on and did the editing and publishing.
And you've actually written several books.
I have. This is my fourth. My first book was written about my son's deafness. It's called Speak to Me, and it was published by Gallaudet University in Washington, D.C. And then I self-published a middle grade novel called Better Than Magic. And then I have a collection of 14 short stories that's called Hurricane Blues, and that was published also by Right Life.
Wow, okay.
So writing all the time.
Yes, very, very busy woman.
Yeah.
And one last question, where can people buy Blood of the White Bear?
They can buy it online from Right Life, rightlife.com, or from Amazon, Barnes & Noble, all the online outlets. And it's also available in ebook, Kindle and Nook, for the e-readers.
Thank you, Marcia Calhoun-Ferecki, for being here.
Thank you so much. It was a pleasure meeting you.
You too. Thank you. Time now for Pets of the Week. Sponsored by Mad Cow Paintball of Louisville, Nebraska.
Hi, my name is Misty Bino, and I'm a volunteer with Solus to support our local animal shelter. This little boy here is Gizmo. Gizmo is a Lhasa Apso mix. He is here because his owner passed away and nobody could care for him. He is a very sweet boy and seems to be mostly potty trained. So if you are interested in adopting Gizmo, his file number is 2714. We went from the little dogs to the big dogs with Captain Jack here. He is a lab hound mix. He is about a year old and he is a pretty good boy. Of course, he'll need a little training because he's still just a puppy at heart. If you are interested in adopting Captain Jack, his file number is 2735. If you're looking for a feline friend, come meet with Trixie. Trixie is a 2-year-old tortie that is front declawed. She's very happy and very vocal. She loves to talk. If you are interested in adopting Trixie, her file number is 2592. This is Joe. Joe is a gray tabby between 9 months and a year old. He was found as a stray here in Council Bluffs by the Golden Horse Laundry. If you are interested in adopting Joe, his file number is 2594.
Still to come on Council Bluffs News, someone in Council Bluffs manages to get free donuts for a whole year just by being the first in line at the new Krispy Kreme on Broadway. Find out who it is next.
Wow, these are really good.
You act surprised. Practice makes perfect.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of teens in foster care who don't need perfection. They need you.
It's not his new group of friends, the video games, or the neighborhood.
Mom, do I have to go to school today?
The biggest threat to your child's future could be you. Every day they miss puts their graduation at risk.
We're getting job experience just learning about it.
They help you realize what's going to be like out there.
If you want to be able to have some fun and be able to turn your idea into a great idea, come to the Culinary Arts program.
Inviting you to join us to learn about cooking and about food. You'll make soups and sauces, you'll produce cold food, and you'll even get to work in the bakery. And eventually, you'll learn management skills. We have several different programs at our disposal, and you can take any one of them. So please, join us at Iowa Western Community College.
Know what?
What?
Since I got adopted, I've learned a lot about these humans.
I know. I mean, check out these two. It's Flirt City over here.
Yeah, I noticed that. It looks like my human is definitely into your human.
Oh, look! I think she's getting his number.
Nice.
Your human's got some sweet moves.
Takes after his dog. Oh, look, they're doing that thing where they put their arms around each other.
She kicked up a leg. It's like in the movies.
That's awesome. Looks like we're going to be hanging out a little bit more.
Welcome back. A new business on Broadway attracts quite the crowd Monday, January 20th. Krispy Kreme Donuts opens its doors to customers who have been waiting in line for as long as 13 hours. And the new shop has a tasty reward.
You guys ready?
It's the moment all these people have been waiting for.
People coming here and chanting about donuts. Donuts!
Lovers of the pastry patiently wait outside the new Krispy Kreme near 25th and Broadway, despite the very cold temperatures.
I've been waiting since about 1 o'clock, and my toes are so cold that I feel like they're going to break off.
I am frozen. My feet are cold.
Which is expected, since most of these people have been waiting outside for hours.
Since 5 o'clock yesterday afternoon.
Tracy Baker is the first person in line.
Freezing, but fun.
Baker isn't just waiting for donuts today. She's in line to receive a sweet deal for the next 12 months.
The first person in line got donuts for a year.
That's 52 weeks and over 600 donuts.
For my mother. She just loves donuts, so.
The first in line isn't the only one getting a big thank you from the new business in town.
The next 99 people got a dozen a month for the year, so they got 12 dozen. The first 150 people got a t-shirt. So that was kind of the promotions to kind of kick off the opening.
And after hours of waiting, the time finally comes.
Thanks for waiting. Welcome to Krispy Kreme in Council Bluffs. We're glad to be here. Thanks for coming in, guys.
Krispy Kreme officially opens its doors at 6 a.m. Monday.
I finally made it in the door.
More than 100 people are in line to get their first free dozen.
These donuts look pretty delicious and pretty warm.
I really hope I don't eat these in one sitting, but it's possible.
Director of Operations Jim Hoskinson says the company has been wanting to come to the city for a while now.
We're just excited to be in Council Bluffs offering Krispy Kreme donuts.
And the customers are just as ecstatic.
I think Council Bluffs needed this, for early morning people, for the coffee and the donuts.
Somewhere to go before school now.
It's a sugar buzz in Council Bluffs that will last for more than a few hours.
There's nothing better than a Krispy Kreme donut.
Fresh donuts will be delivered to the new Krispy Kreme 3 times a day. They're open 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. 7 days a week. Time now for our weekly events calendar. The Visiting Nurse Association, located at 822 South Main Street, Suite 102, is having a vaccination clinic January 28th from 5 to 7 p.m. Officials from the Allegiant Creighton and Methodist Physicians Clinics will be giving the flu shots. You have to schedule an appointment by calling 712-328-3990. Cost is $25 and the shot is approved for anyone 6 months of age or older. The VNA accepts cash, check, credit card, Blue Cross Blue Shield, or Medicare Part B insurance. You can join nationally recognized author Joy Johnson Thursday the 23rd at the Public Library. From 6 to 7:30 p.m., Johnson will help the library kick off its winter adult reading program, Hot Reads for Cold Nights. In Meeting Room B, Johnson will also share her book series, The Burned Out Old Bronze. For more information, you can contact the Council Bluffs Public Library at 712-323-7553, extension 135. St. Albert Catholic High School is having an open house Sunday, January 26th from 1 to 3 p.m. Parents, grandparents, interested families, alumni, and supporters are welcome to come experience the school's traditions. Call 712-329-9000 or visit stalbertschools.org for more information. Thanks for watching this week's Council Bluffs News. If you have any questions, comments, or story ideas, drop us an email at cbtv@iwcc.edu. Pick up the phone and call 712-325-3312 or message us on Facebook. You can find us at facebook.com/cbtv17. We would be remiss if we didn't mention that Monday, January 20th was Martin Luther King Jr. Day, And in honoring his accomplishments and how far this country has come, we close with one of his most passionate speeches. For your Council Bluffs News, I'm Marie Zeitner.
I have a dream. One day, this nation will rise up, live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal. I have a dream that one day on the red hills of Georgia, the sons of former slaves and the sons of former slave owners will be able to sit down together at the table of brotherhood. I have a dream that one day, even the state of Mississippi, a state sweltering with the heat of injustice, sweltering with the heat of oppression, will be transformed into an oasis of freedom and justice. I have a dream that my 4 little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. I have a dream today I have a dream that one day down in Alabama, with its vicious racists, with its governor having his lips dripping with the words of interposition and nullification, one day right there in Alabama, little black boys and black girls will be able to join hands with little white boys and white girls as sisters and brothers. I have a dream today I have a dream that one day every valley shall be exalted, and every hill and mountain shall be made low. The rough places will be made plain, and the crooked places will be made straight, and the glory of the Lord shall be revealed, and all flesh shall see it together. This is our hope. This is the faith that I go back to the South with. With this faith, we will be able to hew out of the mountain of despair a stone of hope. With this faith, we will be able to transform the jangling discords of our nation into a beautiful symphony of brotherhood. With this faith, we will be able to work together, to pray together, to struggle together, to go to jail together, to stand up for freedom together, knowing that we will be free one day.